Soapbox Race is set to take place this Saturday, June 18th at the Iowa State Capitol Complex downtown. The goal of the race is for teams to create and prototype wacky non-motor race vehicles and propel to the finish line while hoping gravity is on your side. Teams of up to 5 members will perform a skit before propelling their cart down the course. Now, their driver will then navigate obstacles in hopes of logging the fastest times.
So now this week we've been actually touring it around to every facility and they're actually signing the tonneau cover and the tailgate on the back. So we're really trying to get everybody involved that works here at DZ.
And 50 teams from across the country have been selected to compete in the Red Bull Soapbox Race. Spectating is free to the public. Gonna be fun. Fairway's second meat market in Iowa opened in Beaverdale today. The ribbon cutting was yesterday and the grand opening was this morning. Now, the 7,800 square foot building is essentially a smaller Fairway store specializing in meats, but also features a produce section, snacks, cheese, alcohol, grilling accessories, and a 20-foot long seasonings and sauce section.
We're just really excited to be here in Beaverdale. Finally opened up, welcoming everybody in through the doors so that they can finally get a first-hand look at their neighborhood meat market and that they can finally get that idea of what we actually are offering to them on a daily basis.
A swing by 2716 Beaver Avenue if you're interested in checking out that new Fairway. The mayor of Osceola, Matt Stoll, has tendered his resignation effective today. Dr. George Fierez will serve as interim mayor for the time being. Now, the Osceola City Council will determine how to fill the vacancy at a future council meeting. Now, Stoll was also involved in an incident on June 4th that included a physical altercation and property damage of some sort of Osceola golf course. That incident remains under review. The white gunman who killed 10 black people in Buffalo was charged with federal hate crimes today. Attorney General Merrick Garland has not ruled out seeking the death penalty against 18-year-old Peyton Gendron. The charges are partly based on documents, some of which were posted online, detailing his radical and racist worldview and extensive preparation for the attack. Gendron's attorney declined to comment. Around the country, last night's primary results indicate Trump continues to have great influence amongst GOP voters. In South Carolina, however, Trump-backed candidate Katie Arrington lost to Congresswoman Nancy Mace. But Trump's preferred candidate, Russell Fry, pulled off a victory over Representative Tom Rice.
I had hoped that the situation would be reversed, but again, this seat doesn't belong to me, it belongs to the voters.
And over in Texas, a big win for Republicans. GOP candidate Mayra Flores flipping a heavily Latino and historically Democratic House district, chipping away at the slim Democratic majority in the House, earning the support of Texas Governor Greg Abbott and even billionaire Elon Musk. Trump's biggest victory coming in Nevada, where all his nominees won their Senate and Secretary of State races. FDA advisors today considering 2 coronavirus vaccines for children as young as 6 months old. So some parents of young children have been waiting for this for years. And now shots could be in arms as early as next week as the U.S. averages more than 100,000 new COVID cases a day.
We have to be careful that we don't become numb to the number of pediatric deaths because of the overwhelming number of older deaths here. Vaccine-preventable deaths are ones that we would like to try to do something about.
Now, just yesterday, the panel voted in favor of Moderna's vaccine for 6 to 17-year-olds. Now, both Moderna and Pfizer have applied to vaccinate children under the age of 6. The FDA says both vaccines initially appear to be safe and effective, but the FDA will have to give the official green light before either vaccine is approved for emergency use. Catastrophic flooding at Yellowstone National Park has forced over 10,000 visitors to evacuate this week. Days of heavy rain and snow melt pushed the Yellowstone River to an all-time high of 16 feet. Just look at that. Rocks tumbling down the mountain, portions of the main highway missing, whole buildings sweeping down the river.
We started seeing that some of the tables at the campsites were underwater, and that kind of led to a mad scramble to get out of there.
Officials say portions of Yellowstone are likely to stay closed for a substantial period of time, just as tourist season begins. Surrounding towns have also faced storm damage, making it difficult to evacuate people who have been left stranded by the extreme weather. No injuries or deaths have been reported as a result of the flooding. Taylor Canoes joining us now. That is some striking video to see.
Yeah, don't see that too often around that part of the country, right? Of course, we had our fair share of flooding overnight
we're busy.
Yeah, we are busy, and we could see some more storms in parts of Iowa this evening.